Hello, welcome back to the MCR. My name is Mac. Today I'm going to be talking about stories you may have missed in the news, maybe not, who knows. The first one of those is going to be about how white people have been banned from a person of color themed home outside the University of California at Berkeley. It's for first generation immigrants. It's for marginalized students of color. It is for queers. It is for tenants have been instructed not to bring white guests, so no whiteys allowed under any circumstances. This is just a place where apparently people of color, and I don't say black people because it may be Hispanic people as well or whomever, they like to celebrate their racism at this place while denying they're capable of it because they don't have the power. Seems to me they have some power if they can say who can come and who can go by their skin color. So, the second story is about Minneapolis Teachers Union putting in their contract that white teachers must be laid off when layoffs come, and that happens occasionally in school districts. Layoffs come for various reasons, but labor unions have always been seniority-based, never merit-based, which is what they ought to be based on. But now they're basing it on skin color. So any white person must be, or all white people for that matter, must be laid off before any person of color. Yeah, that's what they said. Believe it or not. Minneapolis, the place where they have lost their fricking minds. And then we will go on to a third story about someone who's written a book. I saw this on Tucker Carlson, and I'll try to put the link in the description box below. Some person named Hamid. It's a novel, so it's allegedly fiction. It's akin to Mein Kampf in my mind, because it talks about the elimination of white people, how white people are the real disease spreaders, how they need to go, and there won't be any peace on earth until the last white man is gone. Now, white people are greatly capable of violence throughout history, but let's take a look at the people of color. Uganda, all over Africa, horrific atrocities. But I suppose that wasn't their fault. That was the fault of the white man. You look at cities like Chicago and say, all the violence there, well, that's not their fault either. People of color, as it is, are about responsible for over 60 to 65% of the murders in this country. Now, if I were to propose, and I never would because it's ridiculous and insane, but going by their mindset, if I were to propose that we could cut murders by 50 to 65% by eliminating people of color, wouldn't we all be better off? If I could cut murders by 65%, wouldn't we be better off? I've often said, and I said this 3 years ago, I could make an argument for why the world might be better without white people. Of course, that's insane, but the argument could be made. The argument could be made in the United States that it might be better off without black people. And many are making the argument we sure as hell could be better off without non-English speaking minorities coming over the border illegally. And that's right, I said illegally, not undocumented, illegally. They're criminals, they broke the law, that's what they are. Let's call them that. I'm not gonna dance with your political correctness bullshit. So let's just get to that. So those are the stories you might have missed. Whitey is bad, needs to go. The world will be okay for people of color once Whitey is gone. There will be no more racism, no more separatism. The world will be a happy place once Whitey is gone, except for the fact that it won't. And there are plenty of examples around the world that tell us that. And the really crazy thing is I think this is being promoted by white Marxists more than anything. I think they think they're going to profess themselves being the good whites, and they should be spared this genocide. It's not going to happen. So with that, I'd like to say, and I'll finish my rant with this, be safe, watch your six, don't tread on me, and no genocide. Thank you.